Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to the Japan Study Center. Today we are going to see the chapter of geography and what is our topic today? Cycle of the season in India. There is the most important cycles of seasons in India. By now you have understood that is a complete reversals of direction of winds is their most striking feature of the monsoons. And these changing monsoons winds result in the change of season over the year. It is therefore important to understand in the detail the prevailing is the weather condition and throughout the Indian during different season here. There is a most important different season. There is a look of the season here. The climatically there is a year is divided into the following four season in India. There is the most important four season in India here. The first, the cold weather season. The cold weather season there are December to Feb. And second here, the hot weather season. The March to May in the south and up to June in the north. There is a March to the May and in the south up to the month in the north. There is June here. And third year, the advancing southwest monsoon season, there is June to September. There is an important period of time here, the monsoon season, and the retiring of southwest monsoon season here, October and November. There is an important here fourth season in India. The cold weather season is the first year. There are detail the cold weather season here. This season usually begin with the letter November in a South India, and Jan in there is a coldest month over the most part of the country as a sun sign of vertically over to tropic and is a Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. During this is a month, the mean's daily temperature remain below 21 Celsius and over northern plain and northern mountain region here. The night temperature is sometimes fall below to the freezing point, resulting in the wild separate damage to a standing crop due to the frost. And frost, there is important the temperature increasing as one move from is north to south. As a result of low temperatures, a feeble high pressure area develops over northern part of India here. This is a mild high pressure caused the offshore the northeast monsoon winds here, and their direction in the northern plain is the westerly, that is owing to the relief, and this land varying wind is began to the cold and dry does not be give a rain over most part of the country here. However, this winds is a cause of rain along the coronal medals coastal sign there is collect the moisture on their way over to the Bay of Bengal. The sensation of depression is another feature of this season, and this low pressure system are called western disturbance as they originate in the Mediterranean region, and these depressions move with the western jet stream here and covering to long distance over to Iraq, Iran, and Pakistan, and they reach India around the mid-December, and their arrival result in the increasing of temperature and in the light rains over the northern plain, and they cause of wild separate snowfall over to western Himalayas and the adjoining ranges. At the time is the hailstorms cause a disappear damage to be standings rabi crop in the northern plain here. There is an important point here. At the time, is the hailstorms is caused disappear damage to standing rabi crop in the northwest plain here. And the major rainfalls caused by is the disturbance is of great importance to be a standing crop and particularly the beet in their unirrigated area here. And this depression are followed by their cold wave which are varying down to temperature considerably. The peninsula of India has a no well-defined winter season here. There is the most important no defined winter season here of peninsular area in India, and the mean is a monthly temperature in the month of January in above 20 Celsius in this part. Is a moreover, the coastal plain is hardly experienced is any seasonal change as the clear from the mean of monthly. Here show the map. There is a most important the Indian temperature. The India temperature is the coldest weather season here. So there is a most important. There is a 10 degree to the Srinagar to here is Bhutan and also is here important, and there is a Jaipur is at 15 Celsius temperatures, Lucknow and Nepal's also here, and the temperature is growth here is the important on the Bhopals, and there is Ahmedabad and the Kolkatas and Myanmar's, and there is a most important distribution of temperature on the cold season here. The map here show the important of temperature. The next map here show the pressure of MBS in the wind direction. The wind direction is the most important for the effect of Indian temperature here. The wind is almost to 1020 to 1020 is Srinagar, and other side 1009 to the Chandigarh and Delhi's on the Jaipurs, and Lucknow also here they are important on the 1018 there, and here Bhopal's, Nagpur's is the Bhiliswar and the Hyderabad and the Chennai. There is the most important effect on the wind direction here. So on the map there is the most important map. The clear your mind the map here. The next map here show the wind direction is also here. There is a direction of the all side in the India. There is a part the is here of wind direction is the 1019. There is a mostly here, and there is an important wind direction of the second map here. The important point arrive here, the box, the important characteristics of cold weather season are here. The low temperature in the northern and there is a gradually increase to about to southern part of India, and blowing of the cold and dry is the northeast monsoon, resulting in dry weathering condition in the most parts here, and Coromandel's coastal revise rainfall during to the winter season, and western disturbance is causing to light rain in the northern plain and the snowfall over to the Himalaya range. There is a most important part here. The next point is important here, the hot weather season here. The hot weather season, the appearance is a moment of the sun is to above the northern India is the temperature in the northern plain. As a result, the spring sets in the soons, giving way to be a hot weather season, which will last till is the end of the June in this region. The temperatures are increasing and northward, and the reach around to 45 Celsius is a mid in the most part of the northern is a plan. The characteristic feature of this season are afternoon dust storm and the loo here, and which is a hot dry winds is a, which is a blow during to May and June mainly over to the northern plain here, and this wind is a cause to heat stroke, resulting in the death of hundreds of people every year here. There is a most important point, the wind is causing to heat stroke, resulting in the deaths of 100 people of every year. And the day of temperature at the time rise above to 45 Celsius in some northern western part of the country here. The wind direction is a variable duration this season. The weather conditions are generally hot and dry throughout their country. However, the dust storm case of drizzle in their northern plain. Light showers are also experienced in the Kerala, the West Bengal and the Assam. In a Kerala, this is a pre-monsoon shower are particularly known as the mango shower. That is called to the mango shower. The mango shower is called here. The in their Kerala there is a pre-monsoon shower is a popularly known in the is a mango shower. In the West Bengal or Assam, there is called northern wester or called Baisakhi. Sometimes due to the high velocity of wind, this is a northern wester cause a heavy loss of the life and property here. The next one there is the main character of the feature of the hot weather season are hot and dry weather. Blowing of the loo, a hot dry wind is a northern plain. The afternoon dust is a storm, sometimes causing a drizzle and the middle shower in Kerala. The mango shower is called and West Bengal and Assam, northern western Kalabasaki. There is important here. The next topic is important here. The advancing of the southwest monsoon season here. The advancing of southwest monsoon season. It is a rainy season from the most part of India. It start with the inflow of the southern west monsoon, which strike the coast of Kerala normally in the first week of June and cover to most of India by mid-July. And this weather continue till September. The arrival of this is a warm moisture laden winds and varying at a total change in the weather condition. And there is a case of sudden is a rain which is varying down to the temperature considerably. The decline their temperature is between 5 Celsius to 10 Celsius. The sudden onset of rain is called to break of monsoon or the burst of monsoon. There is an important burst of monsoon. The arrival of this is a wind may be a decline by a week or two depending upon to the pressure conditions over northern plain or over to the Indian Ocean. The peninsular slope of the India is divided this southwest monsoon into two branches. Is there Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch? There is two branches of monsoon here, Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch. There is important. The first point here, Arabian Sea. The Arabian Sea branch of the southern monsoon strike the western coastal of India and cause a heavy rain on the western slope of the Western Ghat. After crossing the Western Ghat, this wind is a cause a less rainfall on the storm is a slope on the gain of temperature with a descending. There is most important and there is area is there for further now as the rain shadow zone. And this is explained why the interior part of the Maharashtra, Karnataka and Telangana get a marriages is rain from this wind. And southwest the monsoon strike along the coastal of the Surastra and Kuchacha and the pass over to Rajasthan over behind by the meet the Bay of Bengal branch. And this winds is a cause of disappeared spared rain in this state and western Himalaya region here. The next year, the Bay of Bengal branch is divided into two sub-branches after strike of Eastern Himalaya. There is the Bay of Bengal branch is divided into two sub-branches after striking Eastern Himalaya. One branch of moved to about the east northern east direction and caused a heavy rain in a Brahmaputra valley and the northernest hill of India. The other branches have moved to about to the northern west along the Ganga Valley and the Himalayan range and causing to heavy and widespread rain over vast to the area. In this region, the amount of rainfall or decrease from the east to west owing to be a progressive decrease in humidity of this wind here. There is an important also here. The main characteristics of the southwest monsoon here. The southern west monsoon character here. The first character here, this wind is a generally strike the Indian coastal in the first week of June. But there arrive and the depth there may be falling time even it may be declined. And second here, there may be a dry spell in the between rainy periods. Such a long dry spell may even lead to the failure of crops. At the time, this wind is a skip over to the content of regions without any case. The amount and timing of rainfall are intervening in the durations of wet and dry spell and varies from year to year. And this is known as the variance of the monsoon year. The next point here, the spatials is distribution of the rainfall in a uneven. Some region may be receive heavy rain, while the other will have to be contented with the margins or the scanty rain. And the last one, generally this is wind start is retreating by the end of September, but sometimes there is a depth may be a decline till the October, and they might be retreat to the even much of earlier year. In this map, there is a India temperature during to the hot season. There is a most important here. A hot season here represent. There is a maximum temperature show in the northern side. There is a Chandigarh is a 37.5. There is a most important Delhi, Lucknow 35 Celsius temperature and very rare. There is important Bhutan also 30-degree temperature, and the rising on the temperature of 40 here on the Ahmedabad and Bhopal's Nagpur, Hyderabad 42 temperature is very rare, and other is here is the hottest state here or Rajasthan and Jaipur. There is the most important hot season in this map. The next map here show the wind direction here. The wind direction in the hot season day, there is the most important on show. There is the Bay of Bengal on the Goings Bay, and there is a northern side is also is a flow in this air winds. There is a most important map show in the wind direction here. The next year, a maximum rainfall southern based monsoon. There is the most important rainfall in the centimeter here. There above a 400 is the Cherrapunji. Cherrapunji is the most important here. Show the 400 above the rain here, and the also here important of the 240. There is the Kerala side, and there is the most important also here the 0 to 20. There is Rajasthan side. There is important. The highest is Cherrapunji and lowest here Rajasthan. There is a most important map show the rainfall southern west monsoon here. Here show there is the main feature of the advancing southern west monsoon season here. There is an important low pressure condition over the northern western part of India and high pressure condition over to the sea. The generally wind direction are particularly in the Arabian Sea, and the Bay of Bengal is the southern west in the northern east. And their cause of wind spread is a rain intercepted with the dry spell here. The onset of the monsoon is in the first week of June and withdraw by the end of the September. The weather is generally hot and humidity during to this season. The important point here on this box, note down your notebook. The next one, there is the returning of a southwest monsoon season here. The southwest is a monsoon started returned in the first week of September from Pakistan border in the northwest India. Thus, this is a wind withdraw earlier from the region where to the reach the last. The, the retreat is of this wind is a take place due to the beaking of low pressure area over to the northern western parts, and this happened due to the low temperature causing by the apparent a shift of the sun to about to the equator, and also owing to be a bit is a very spared or rain bearing down to the temperature precipitably is a consequence, and the air pressure start to decreasing. Such a change in the pattern of atmospheric pressure cause a southwest monsoon to withdraw. Hence, this period is known as the season of returning southwest monsoon by the end of October, and this wind is a retreat from to most of northern India as a result fear of weather condition and probably over this region. There is a important. The low pressure area is blowing over to the northwest India is transferred to be middle of the Bay of Bengal by the end of October. As a result, this is an unstable condition. A cyclonic storm originates in the Bay of Bengal, and this cyclonic storm strike along the eastern coast of India, causing a widespread rain in the coastal region. Sometimes very severe storm cause damage to standing crop and cattle property and the line of transport, communication, and even electricity. Tamil Nadu is a coastal receive a maximum of its rainfall during to October and November. The period of returning monsoon they are important. And the next is the most important air box, the main character feature of returning southern monsoon season are. There is a most important point here. A beacon of the low pressure area over to the northwest India here, and fall in the temperature throughout the India. Shifting of low pressure area to the south and ori- origin of the cyclonic storm in the Bay of Bengal are causing heavier rain and the damage to the crop and property along the eastern coastal of India. There is a most important point on this board.